feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride away.
Popped up on Instagram. Hasn't been seen in a few years. From what I've heard, he's been sliding on Frank Block. But he popped up for his first post. His last post was April 10th, 2021. And then he finally posted again. He's doing the money, it's the money spread. Okay. And he's like, all right, these years in the rearview mirror, 2026. So maybe we get a Slim Jesus album. And his caption was "Live fast, die slow." So let's see what Slim Jesus got to offer this year, right? That'll be interesting. I want to hear the story. Hey, listen, I think this could be a year of Slim Jesus. After what I heard out of Atlanta, that there's a lot of sweeping it under the rug, the streets is dead. I think people like 6ix9ine and Slim Jesus should activate. This is your time. The gangsters are saying the streets is no more, and we allow all type of people, rats, cooperants, everybody. So remember when Slim Jesus got ran out of hip hop because people were very upset that he was, kind of rapping about maybe a life that maybe he didn't live. He put up a video and he put this big disclaimer. He says all these things are just props, which, by the way, later Dirk copied and said, this shit is not real. You know what I mean? Didn't matter. But people didn't like Slim Jesus for that. Matter of fact, the culture pressed Slim Jesus and said, we stand for a code. Ain't that ironic, chat? Do y'all remember when they ran Slim Jesus out of music because they said he was faking? And real niggas make real street music. Only to find out now, fuck the streets, pick and choose. We love snitches too. The streets are in disarray. So, I think this was a opening for 6ix9ine to get back on, do his thing. Obviously, I think we all got to give credit to Gunna. Gunna's career hasn't, wavered. And I think people have taken note of that. But I think Slim Jesus could come back out and, he got a gun right here. Oh, yeah. He's qualified to make street music. Yeah. Come on, Slim Jesus. Pop in. Do your thing. I'd listen. Right? Anyway. This should be an eventful year, chat, but we gotta wait a little bit. We gotta take some time, and we'll get there eventually. By the way, I hope you guys are seeing the merch. The new Academy merch is out. You guys should go check it out. The Academy.shop. Yo, this is fire. I just got this. Wait, why I don't got a senior citizen joint yet? I need that. But the jersey, this is what I got on. You guys can go check out the site. Oh, we even got the trucker hats. That's dope. Cool. Anyway. I'll give you like a rundown of the topics I have. Of course, streaming is a collaborative effort. Did y'all see? Oh, wait. Hold on. I think Liveline's got it. I ain't posted on my main page yet. Did y'all see Cam and Jim Jones go get into it, right? So essentially, wait, what's the origin of this? I forgot what happened. So anyway, Cam says, how are you worried about me when your heat is off and your rent's due? Jim Jones went up in the comment section and he says, a block? He's like, A block, no, you soft. And Cam responded, he says, yeah, but my heat is on and I'm warm. You're 50 years old, tough and cold, but dead ass though, capo. Your heat off for real? Yo, why is this so funny when Cam says it to Jim? 50 jumps in and says, damn, I hope y'all could chip in and get the heat back on. Wow. Freaky Zeke laughs. Jim Jones responds under that and says, you're soft. Then somebody named Pig Stripe says, I don't like how Jim constantly go out his way to mention or disrespect Killer. He been doing that for years. Cam always take the high road and try to downplay, but Jim just keep going. And when Cam fire back, he's the bad guy. And look like Cam agrees. Jim Jones says, do your shoe, punk. And Cam says, what's wrong, capo? Your heat's off too? I ain't know. It's hate for you to be 50 years old with no heat. What's your zell, bro? I got you. Now, yo, this is what I keep saying. And this is what, like, yo, chat, I've put 15 months on that Let's Rap About It podcast. Them guys is too tough. They're not trying to be podcasters. This is why, like, you know, I love Cam because, listen, Cam's a gangster to me. I don't know if he's really a gangster. I don't care. But, like, my perception of him, he's a real nigga, he's a gangster, whatever, dips out, grew up on him. Cam could take a joke and dish it. Pause. Like, yo, he's an hilarious motherfucker. The thing with Jim Jones, this back and forth, and I told y'all, when I met Jim, he was so upset. It was like roid rage. He was upset. Yo, don't do them online shit. Niggas get hurt when they play with me. Nigga was turned to the Hulk. Like, I think people were looking at him like, is he okay? Like, there was no lightheartedness there. It was like this angry, I want to crash out YN energy, right? And this is why I look at Cam, and I think Cam looks at him, and Cam, remember I told you, what's gonna get to these guys is people commenting about their financial status or lack thereof, commenting about their age, and basically questioning or clowning them for being a tough guy at 50. Look, yo, Cam is old too. Like, there's nothing wrong with being old. Look, how old is Cam? How old is Camron? Camron's 49, just like Jim. Like, you remember when Mano says, yo, Ak, it's because you keep saying we're old. Bro, listen, it's not about age. It's about y'all are 50 and tough. Like, 50-year-old tough dudes get clowned. Like, you've lived on this earth 50 years and you're crashing out. So, like, look, Cam is old, but, like, Cam is a jokester. He's funny. Cam, like, we don't even call Cam Unk. Like, Cam is Cam. But that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Look, Jim is so upset. Punk. like when I read Cam's voice, Jim's voice, it got to be like, do your shoe, punk. Yo, Cam is laughing. Yo, what's wrong, capo? Yeah, heat off too. Yo, Jomo. I can hear it in Cam's voice. And this is why I say the Senior Citizen podcast won't last past like a year or 15 months. Why? They get triggered by so many things. After a while, the fans are going to look at it and be like, y'all can't keep getting triggered and not crash. Then they're going to have to crash. And when they do crash, it's over. So it's like, y'all don't have no jokes back. Y'all don't know how to, yo, Cam is roasting you. What are you going to do? Kill Cam? Like, you would have killed him before. You're not going to do nothing. So y'all are just joking online now. But you seem mad angry. And Cam seemed like he's having a blast. That's the thing about online beefing, chat. The person who look like they're having the most fun wins. Cam looked like he's enjoying the time of his life. Yo, what's your zell, bro? He's clowning. So yeah. And then Fifth jumps in because Fifth's just an instigator, bro. 50's an instigator. 50 Cent. 50's just an instigator. Look. Said, damn it, man. It's cold as a bitch over there, huh? Yo, did they put like the cold shit? Like, you know the shoo, like you're outside. Oh, nah.
Let's play. You're about to tap in. I'm about to tap in. Yes, I need an honest review.
Is the heat off? Nah, the heat not off. Yo, Fifth, stop it. Yo, Cam, cut it out. Yo, Cam, you fucked up for this. Why you don't let them use your studio? Your studio look mad nice. I know y'all got good heat in there. Y'all look cozy. Now, here's the funny part about it. And I always break the third wall because this is streaming. Bro, they probably do got heat. But Jim is so tough, he can't even see the joke in it. He's just like, you could tell Jim Jones is a nigga to punch a phone. Like, you ever been watching a basketball game with a nigga, and there's that one nigga that, like, he'll be like, oh my God! Like, yo, he'll just punch the wall. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with him? That Jim Jones comes across like that.
My green juice going down my hand.
Come on, talk to me. How's the cornbread?
Yo, why they have this wind in the background, bro?
Thank you, sir. Trust me, how's your cornbread? Thank you.
Yo, I guess they mentioned that everybody got their coat on. Nah. Oh my. It said, yo, look at the space heat of the radiator. Oh my God, 50 is the worst. So now he posts up Jim's message, and he says, "Damn, Jim's mad with all this pressure. I hope he's all right. Cam's laughing at him. LOL. Maybe they could start a fire and all stand around it." Yo, he said, "Hey, Blah, you saw?" He said, "Yeah, but my heat's on and I'm warm. You're 50 years old, tough and cold." Oh, nah. Oh, shit. Here, Jim. You see, this is how Jim was talking to me. Yo, you want to pull up and let the people see how soft you are, chump? I ain't gonna lie. That's how, yo, it's senior citizen shit. Yo, like, Jim might be like just an older Meek Mill. Like, yo, bro, if someone just tells him, like, dog, you got to be funny in this. Like, yo, you could be tough. Like, there's nothing wrong with be tough. Cool, you're tough. But, like, your toughness is making you seem mad bother. You're losing because unless you actually go catch him and do something to him, he looks like he's winning the funny battle. You want to pull up and let the people see how soft you are, chump? Cam says, Jomo, you're 50 and you still want to pull up. Yo, see? Chat. Hey, by the way, hey. To the dudes over at Joe Budden podcast, Imani, who says Mano and Jim Jones are too tough and Akademiks should never respond to them. I'm saying the same thing as Camron Giles. That's what the whole point was. We're like, yo, you guys are kind of old to be talking about tough stuff. Like, yo, let's pull up and fight and meet up and do whatever. Right? He said, I still got a video of you breaking in your own studio trying to trigger the heat system and chasing your landlord around in his car because he won his rent. You are 50! Yo, remember they were saying I was age shaming? Yo, Cam, you see, yo, Cam, this is why I love you, brother. I love you, Cam. I love Cam because Cam understands it's not about age. He just knows that's what gets him triggered. Cam 49. It's not like Cam is like, oh, you're 50 and I'm not. Cam is just saying, look how you're acting at 50. That's the point. That was the Mano point. That was the senior citizen point. Well, why are you talking about fashion? Bro, we're just saying you're 50 years old on a podcast trying to appeal to 20-year-olds and you got a headband on. I get it. I understand. I was around with Iris and all that shit. The YNs, they don't know what that is. They got mad at me. So Cam is saying the same shit. He said, you're 50. Go pull up on that heat bill. Holy, man. Holy. This is hilarious. Has he talked about it yet? Has Camron said anything about it? What was this?
Big L.
Right.
Big L had a name for himself. He was rapping early. He was starring early. He has some.
Oh, this started because Jim did a podcast recently and he was dissing Cam, I think.
She has some dangerous ass brothers.
That what Cam said.
They was uptown, really shaking and moving and shit like that. You dig? And that's not my part of town. I was uptown. You dig? Yeah, Cam used to be scared to death of them to the point he didn't want to come outside. I didn't understand it because I'm from downtown.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you.
Okay, so that's what that was. Yeah, that's what that was. So let me see. So it was on the podcast that he was talking about Jim.
Big L.
Right.
I'm from downtown.
Jones and Camron.
Where's the longer video? Yo, Jim Jones still on some pull up right now, camera. Jim Jones interview. Let's see if we can find it, bro. Nah, shout out to Jim, man.
part. Sometimes it get touchy, but for the most part, we know how to sell dysfunction. We know what we... Nah, not for music execs. If this what you in style and splash into.
You say shout out Weezy. So, because Weezy had, he
the best way to weather shit is like you ain't.
Fuck happened? I say this, I know how to make money in a lot of different ways, man. And me being able to do that has kept me going for a long time.
Oh, here we go.
And I still do it to this day.
Well, you like, don't wear the same type of shit once type shit? You that nigga? Don't wear it more than once?
Common shit shouldn't matter, huh?
I mean, well, if I'm going out, I'm definitely not wearing the same thing twice.
Right.
You know, if I'm local, just chilling, I mean, I might go somewhere I've on before, but for the most part, I'm not going to a game or something.
With the same shit on.
Not at all. You won't catch me at no game.
What happened?
What the? Me, myself, I'm involved. Us, because we were little when he was coming from the west side, little car, jury, and all that.
Oh, this isn't talking about Dame.
Right now.
Jim, what Dame impact was on the Dipset?
Dame's impact on the Dipset was nothing.
What his impact was in Harlem?
Dame impact in Harlem was nothing. Not to say it like that. Dame came up under hustlers that impact was it. He was a little dude when it came to hustling in Harlem. He wasn't not no Rich Porter, none of that type of. He wanted to hustle. He wanted to hustle for niggas like Rich Porter and shit like that. Dame from the East Side. When the niggas on the East Side is different from the niggas from the West Side. Now for the East Side, Dame was a big deal to us because we were little. He was coming from the West Side, little car, jury, and all that. So when you're young, he's looking like Rich Porter, but in reality, you know, he was like this. Nigga, go to the store, nigga, take a couple grams, get out of here. Not to take nothing away from him. You heard?
But with him bringing Dip in, with him bringing Dip in to the Rockefeller.
You're talking about two different things. You're talking about the streets and you're talking about the music and shit like that.
No, I was talking about the streets.
I'm not saying he wasn't a hustler in the streets.
Right.
You heard? But he wasn't the big dog, nigga. He wasn't that nigga. He just had a couple packs like everybody else in Harlem. You heard? His name doesn't ring bells for being the hustlers in Harlem. He made a movie called Paid in Full. He wasn't in the movie.
Right.
His character was nowhere in that movie. So I don't want people to get up here and be like, yo, he's trying to do something. No,
tell your man
nigga.
to it or something.
He was.
Dame is in the movie. What are you talking about? Dame isn't Paid in Full. When they pull up to the light. Dame dash. Yeah, right here.
Give me everything all right, man. It's that new shit, man. White man,
Right here. Yeah, so he is in the movie. Well, I don't know if he's playing himself.
He was just an actor.
Yeah,
in
the cult. Yeah, you
the
know,
movie's about Rich Porter and all those guys. Dame's there's not a character in that movie. He's not a Rich Porter. They didn't change Dame name to Kane or Kane. They turned Rich name to Mitch.
Right.
You heard? Like, he wasn't one of those figures. He was a hustler growing up adoring those type of figures.
Right.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
No, for sure.
You dig? So that's why he grew up putting on for Harlem, because he was outside during the golden era trying to make his way like all the other big dogs in Harlem. He was there firsthand, hustling, putting on. Yeah, he had cars. Yeah, they had girls. Yeah, but
that was no different.
He made his making the music and was able to paint the picture that was going on in Harlem about how niggas was hustling and shit like that. And they made their money. They did their numbers. But in that era,
right.
You heard?
That's
By
crazy.
the time it got to the Jay-Z thing, that didn't even count. They were doing music. You heard?
Right. But okay.
With us. The smartest thing for anybody to do with us was to do a deal. And Kevin Lyle's that shit trickled down.
Yeah.
I don't hear what he said.
Miguel had a name for himself. He was rapping early. He was signed early. He had some dangerous ass brothers. They was uptown, really shaking and moving and shit like that. You dig? And that's not my part of town. I was uptown. You dig? Yeah, Cam used to be scared to death of them niggas to the point he didn't want to come outside.
Ooh, that's a Cam diss. Here we go.
They was uptown, really shaking and moving and shit like that. You dig? And that's not my part of town. I was uptown. You dig? Yeah, Cam used to be scared to death of them niggas to the point he didn't want to come outside. I didn't understand it because I'm from downtown. You heard? We had our own set of killers and shit like that. I didn't understand how that looked.
So all y'all from different parts of Harlem? The whole Dipset?
Yeah, I'm from downtown, and I met Cam on the east side.
Oh, all right.
1199. Cam was from uptown on 40th. His grandmother lived on the east side. That's where I met him at for the first time and shit like that.
And Jewels?
Jewel's from uptown by the Heights. He on 50th, Sugar Hill is what they call it.
Okay. Now, I've been following you for a minute, bro, and but I want to ask you this first. What happened we know all this shit with your people, talking about this street shit with Tekashi 69 and all that. Like, what had veered you off, like, man, I ain't fucking with this street shit before I get jammed up? Like, what made you like, man,
I ain't do street shit.
I ain't on that shit no more.
I never did street shit.
Well, I follow that. I'm a nigga who did street shit, and I don't live like that no more. But it was certain shit that
I never did street shit.
Nah, I got you, my nigga.
You heard?
Nah, for sure.
I'm a businessman.
Nah, for sure.
You did?
For sure. I fuck with you, dog.
Whatever they say I did, let them say it. You heard?
This is what I was about to ask you. Like, this is what I dig about you most, big brother.
That's good.
Like, I get a lot of money from all type of ways, but when you was on the Breakfast Club and you was like, man, when this shit ain't good and the Louis bags, we can't get this shit this month, this shit slow up, we take a chill on that shit. And then when it go back right, we get that shit. And that's kind of like, I'm telling you, bro, niggas fuck with you hard, bro. There's a million niggas up this bitch, dog. And you know what I'm saying? You was one of the ones that we really wanted to sit down with because that's the shit, bro. We fuck with you on that level. So how you get that type of mind frame?
Me? I'm just a hustler, and I use a lot of common sense. And I've been in places where to have it and not have it.
Right.
And when you don't have it, you see who's there for you. And 9 times out of 10, there's no one there for you.
Never?
If you tell me, they there when you got it. 9 times out of 10, they ain't there when you ain't got it. Most people don't got the capacity to help you the same way you will help them.
Right.
So you got to learn how to help yourself in those cold times.
So I guess that's where the diss came in, right? Interesting. Yeah, Cam had said he's from the Bronx, so I'm guessing that's what that's about. Freaky Zeke exposes somebody? How the heck is that?
Uh-oh. Look at Zeke. Jim Jones. Was I soft in Detroit when niggas was getting at us and you was using me as a shield? Wow.
Oh, shit.
Trick was there. Jesus. See, this is what I mean, man.
What's up, everybody?
In the comment section of Camron's post, like I said, apparently Jim Jones was in a recent interview on the No Rap Cat podcast. Again, I'll leave the link in the description so you can check out their full interview. However, as you've seen in the beginning of this video, Jim Jones basically said Cam was scared back in the day. Like I said, this back and forth has been going on for a while now. And so moments ago, Jim Jones in the comment section, as you can see, basically calling Cam punk. You know what I mean? Do your shoe punk. Cam responds back saying, what's wrong, Capo? Your heat off too? I ain't know. It's hate for you to be 50 years old with no heat. Wish your Zell, bro. I got you. Okay? That's Cam responding. And this goes on for a while in the comment section. Okay, you see Zeke over here. He laughing, right? A block, know you soft. Okay? Cam says, yeah, but my heat on. And I'm warm. You 50 years old, tough and cold. But dead ass though, Capo. Your heat off for real? This is crazy. Where are they getting this information from? Listen, the person running
Okay.
Freaky, you soft too. Hey, yo, this is getting out of hand. Come on, y'all. Uh-oh. Look at Zeke. Jim Jones. Was I soft in Detroit when niggas was getting at us and you was using me as a shield? Wow. Trick was there.
Oh, shit.
Jesus. See, this is what I mean, man. This is getting crazy. Like I said, man, this is wild. Very unfortunate that this continues to go on. Because again, you know, the bigger picture is the movement. Okay. The bigger picture is, with something like the Dipset, right? In there.
Hilarious. Hopefully cooler heads prevail. We will see. You like my shot glass? It's on a chain. This is cool. All right. All right. Yo, okay, cool. We're going to move on to another topic. All right, we talked about J. Cole. I'm tired of talking about that nigga. What else we got going on? Okay. Chat, we about to get into some gossip.